around $20 to $25, not 20 to 25 rupees. So convert it. Yes, it's that expensive over here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neha and you're watching Immi Australia. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Neha and I make videos that help you navigate through your life easily here in Australia if you're planning to move to Australia or even if you're already in Australia. So if you're interested in such content, consider subscribing to my channel. Talking about today's video, I will be sharing 10 things that you should do right now if you are planning to move to Australia. So I know a lot of you are planning to move to Australia pretty soon as the borders have started to open up. So these 10 things will get you sorted for your movement to Australia. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So the first tip is get your documents sorted. I know you must have heard this from a lot of YouTubers, a lot of websites, a lot of people, a lot of friends that you need all your documents. But they usually talk about your visa, your passport, your Aadhaar card. But here I'm talking about your salary slips, your relieving letters from your previous organization, your mark sheets, your testimony, your college leaving certificates. All of this is literally impossible to get hold of once you are in Australia. So it's better you gather all the documents right now when you have some time before you move to Australia so that you don't have to call your father and tell him to go to your university or go to your previous company to get hold of all of these things. You already have them because you never know when you would need them here in Australia. So be prepared, gather all your documents. And again, I'm not just talking about your visa and your passport, but other stuff that I just mentioned. Now this next one might sound strange, but get some blood tests done. Now, why am I asking you to get a blood test done? Because if you get a blood test done, you might be able to identify any deficiencies, any other problems that you might have that you haven't noticed, but maybe your doctor can. So once the doctor notices it, ask him to write a prescription and get you some medicines. You can carry these medicines to Australia, only worth up to 3 months, not more than that, with a valid prescription from a registered medical practitioner. Because initially when you will land in Australia, you might not have access to the free medical health service immediately. You might not have the Medicare services. So you might have to pay for these. So it's better that you have some basic medicines, some vitamins, etc. on the prescription, and then you carry them with you when you come to Australia. So get your blood work done, identify what your body needs, and get prepared for your movement here. This next one is related to the previous one. Get your eyesight checked. So I have talked about this in some of my previous videos that spectacles or glasses are really expensive in Australia. You get a pair for about $180 to $220, just a basic pair of spectacles. So that's converted into Indian rupees, around 10,000 rupees, I would say, for a pair of glasses. So I would say that get your eyes checked. If you need glasses, get them from India, at least 2 pairs of glasses. If not, at least you will have a good eye checkup done. You should anyways get it done. So get your eyes checked, get your glasses if you need them. If you are planning to drive in Australia, the sunlight or the sun rays are really harsh. So usually you would need sunglasses while you are driving. So get powered sunglasses from India as well, because of course when you're driving, you would need your glasses so that you can see what's going on the road. Moving forward along the same lines, get your teeth checked as well. Dental services are extremely expensive here in Australia. Medicare doesn't cover it. So even if you get free medical services from the government of Australia, Medicare doesn't cover the cost of dental checkups. Also, if you have a private health insurance, sometimes even they do not cover dental checkups if you do not take up the extras. So it's better that you get your teeth checked before coming to Australia. If you need to fix something, get it fixed, because here it's pretty damn expensive. I mean, once you are here, you have no option. But now that you are there, not yet in Australia, I think you have an option, you have an advantage. Get things fixed and then move to Australia. Before we move forward, I wanted to talk about how can you ask the questions that you have about life in Australia to me or to people like me. So of course you can comment them in my YouTube videos and I always try to answer all of them. But there are 2 other ways in which you can ask your questions to me and to the lovely community that we have. The first one is follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of tricks, stories, struggles via my stories, via my posts on Instagram. So whatever you do not see on YouTube is the backstory is on Instagram. So make sure you follow me there. My Instagram ID is right now on the screen. And the second one is that I have created a WhatsApp group for people like you, for people like me who are already in Australia, who are planning to move to Australia, people from all around the globe who have come together. We are a community of around 120 people where we try to answer questions that each one of us have. So I will add the link to this WhatsApp group in the description box. You can also DM me on Instagram to know more about this group. But as I said, I have added a link to this group in the description box. So if you want to join this group, you're more than welcome. Please read the group guidelines. No spamming allowed, of course, but you're more than welcome to join our group, ask your questions, get assistance that you might not find anywhere else. Now this next one is a basic life skill. Learn cooking. But I'm not asking you to become a master chef. Learn cooking 5 dishes at least. So master these 5 dishes and you are sorted. Now, how did I land up with this random 5 as a number? So I have a logic behind that, and that is learn 5 dishes that will get you through the 5 weekdays. On the weekend, you can either go out, get a takeaway, experiment with new food, whatever you fancy. But on the weekdays, when you are tired, you have to go to uni, you have to work, you have your part-time job, you should know at least what to cook, and these 5 dishes will come handy then. Cooking is a life skill. If you want to learn more, of course, you should. Because once you are in Australia, I can guarantee you will have to cook at some point of time. So it's better if you are an absolute beginner in cooking, learn at least 5 dishes that will get you to the weekday. On the weekend, experiment with your cooking. Who's stopping you? The sky is your limit. So at least 5 dishes on your fingertip, master them before you come to Australia. Comment down below and let me know your top 2 dishes that you have already mastered or you wish to master in this coming year. Mine is definitely egg biryani. I love it and I make amazing egg biryani, 1-pot egg biryani. And the next one would be my chana dal ki recipe. Very simple, very Bihari recipe, but my husband, everyone who comes to my house loves it. So those are the 2 dishes I can make anytime. But let me know what dishes have you mastered or you plan to master. I would love to read them in the comments. This next one is another basic life skill, which is learn how to alter your clothes. Now, I'm not asking you to stitch your own shirts and dresses and skirts. Absolutely no. But getting your clothes altered, that is if you want to get it tight, you want to get it loosened up, if you want to shorten the dress, it costs a lot of money here. So if you have a pair of jeans that you want to reduce the length of, it will cost you around $20 to $25, not 20 to 25 rupees. So convert it. Yes, it's that expensive over here. So you should know basic sewing and basic alteration, like if you have a broken button, how to fix that up. If you have a hole in a new dress, how to just properly stitch it up. You should know all of that because getting it fixed, repaired and altered here in Australia is very expensive. This will not take you a lot of time. Ask your mom, she can teach you in 10 minutes. Ask your wife, she can teach you in 10 minutes. And learn this before you move to Australia. I'm telling you, this is a golden life tip. You will not regret learning it. The world now revolves around technology, and this next tip is around technology. Get a basic phone plan set up for your home country phone. You will be getting your home country phone here initially when you move to Australia. You will be using this phone to get OTPs for your banking services back in your home country. So definitely you want the phone to be up and running. Get its charger when you are moving here. But even before moving here, call your service provider and ask them for a basic plan. Tell them that you are moving to Australia and that you just need your phone for your basic OTPs. They will usually set up a cheap plan for you, and then regularly you can pay that up and get your OTPs. This is extremely helpful if you want to do any transactions in your bank accounts in your home country. So we did the same. So before moving here, definitely call the customer care, set the plan up so that you're all sorted when you move to Australia. This next tip also revolves around technology. Scan all your important documents and store it on a cloud-based service. So your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your salary slip, your mark sheets, anything and everything, your birth certificate, your visas, any document that you think is important, scan them and do not store them on a device, because if the device gets destroyed, you will lose all the digital copies. It's better that you store them on a cloud-based service, but scan them and keep them somewhere, because you might not carry all of them to Australia and you might need them. So instead of again asking someone to find them, it's better that you have them already stored in any safe place. And I think cloud is pretty safe, so you can use Google Drive, you can use Dropbox, or whatever you fancy, but save them on a cloud-based service. The next 2 tips is about socializing. So join all relevant Facebook groups before moving to Australia, so that you get a pulse check of how life is in Australia. As someone who's looking for videos on YouTube about life in Australia, you are already doing it. Take it a step forward and join groups such as Indians in Sydney, Indians in Australia, Indians in Melbourne. There are so many niche groups that are already on Facebook that connect people from India, from wherever you are. I'm sure even if you're not from India, from whatever country you are, you might already have a Facebook group here in Australia for people who are from your home country. Try searching them in Facebook itself. I have mentioned about this in one of my previous videos. I will link it up here. Go check that out. I will add all the Facebook groups in the description box as well. If you want to join them, you're more than welcome to join them. But that will help you understand how actually people are here in Australia, what kind of struggles they are facing, how they are enjoying life. There are so many things that might help you before you move to Australia. And on similar grounds, try to contact anyone and everyone you know in Australia before moving to Australia. If you want them to help you, you need to give them some time, some prior notice. If you want someone to help you with accommodation, tell them 2 or 3 months in advance. Everyone is busy. Give them that time to find some answers for you. But if you know anyone, any contacts, dur ke rishtedar, whatever it is, politely drop them a message. Tell them that you're moving to Australia, that you will get in touch when you are in Australia, but don't do it when you need some help. Don't tell them, oh, I'm moving tomorrow, I need a house. That's not very polite. Drop hints. Tell them that I'm planning to move to Melbourne. I know you are living in Melbourne. Let me know if you know an accommodation. Let me know if you know about a job that might suit me, or let me know if you're free. We can catch up when we are there. You can even message that to me. If you are moving to Melbourne, you're more than welcome. As I said, DM me on Instagram. I am more than happy to meet anyone who's moving here to Australia. I've met so many of you who have moved to Australia after watching my videos. So similarly, reach out to anyone and everyone politely before moving to Australia. And yeah, create your social circle even before you move to Australia. Those were all the 10 things that you should do before moving to Australia. But like always, I have a bonus tip that Arun did not want me to share, because then it becomes really formal, but I thought I should share this with you. Now that you have time, the 11th tip is start preparing your Australian resume, so that once you are in Australia, you are ready to go get that job and dive into the job market. If you don't know how an Australian resume looks like, I have made an entire series, a sample resume, a lot of things. I will add the video link here. Make sure you check that out. But if you have some time, definitely you can work on your resume. Who doesn't want a job here? Everybody does. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you found it useful, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Share it with your friends who are moving to Australia or moving to any other country. This is relevant to everyone. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you found this useful. It means a lot to me. And stay safe. Leave your comments. I will answer them all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.